Here's something that neither the government or any secret society knows. There is a deadly disease out there that is more contagious than rotavirus. It is spread not by germs, but by other people's actions against other people. That disease is called social anxiety, a very common disease that has infected over millions of people, usually in their teens or preteens. And yes, Your Honor, I am a totally legit scientist in the field of medicine and diseases. Here's my medical license and master's degree to prove me right. Watamote, or no matter how I look at it, it's your guy's fault I'm not popular, is an anime that tries to be a comedy but can't quite grasp the concept of being funny. The anime follows a girl named Tomoko who is the world's most socially inept human being to ever exist. Tomoko is starting high school and decides that the first thing she's going to do is try to become popular. That way every other socially awkward person can call her a slut. But Tomoko has one problem, and that she is socially awkward. Dun dun dun! First of all, I'd like to get all the positive things out of the way because there are not that much positive things to say about Watamote. I'm sorry. Now, first of all, the opening theme song is actually really good, although we can all live without that stupid techno part. Also, the show has a good concept of a person trying to overcome her social anxiety. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where it ends. Now, if you don't like hearing negative things about this show, turn off your computer and look up criticism in the dictionary. The biggest gripe that really brings my blood to a boil in Watamote is the main character, and that she is arguably the dumbest character in an anime series. How is she the dumbest character in an anime, you may ask? That is a very good question. Well, for one, she takes the socially awkward part way too far. With almost every person she talks to, she stutters like she was raised in a freezer for half of her life. Come to think of it, that is why she is so socially awkward, is because she is isolated in a freezer. Anyways, that is the only thing that she kind of takes too far. In a sense of overdoing it, she overdoes it so much that it becomes annoying. I mean, we get it. She's socially awkward. Can we have some character development now? That's another thing that brings my blood to a boil. When the show progresses, you at least expect some character development, right? Well, in the case of Watamote, this is where it fails at. You see, our character Tomoko has an ambition, and that is to become popular, but our friend Tomoko never learns anything. She thinks popularity is as easy as blinking. Well, guess what? It's not! Tomoko is metaphorically bashing her head against the wall, then realizes it hurts her more, but then she starts punching it. I mean, I'm socially awkward as well, but I have some standards, woman! Now I know what you're all going to say, Nick, it's a slice of life show, nothing gets resolved. In which I reply, explain your definition of slice of life, because most people say that it's about the day-to-day life of someone or something. So I guess that would mean every show that ever existed. Understand my point, viewer? The slice of life genre doesn't make any friggin' sense whatsoever. I mean, there have been millions of shows about the day-to-day life of someone or something and have not been classified as slice of life. Wait a minute, I thought this was a review about Watamote, not the entire slice of life genre. Thanks for helping me stay on track, viewer. As I was saying, Tomoko is a character that is more stupid than a small rodent. And just to get this out of the way, I know people with Asperger's or autism that actually know how to handle the same situations better than this freak. You might also be saying that Tomoko doesn't know how to talk to people in school. Well, here's a question for you, you baby seal harasser. If Tomoko is unable to talk to people, how the heck is she friends with Yu-chan? As a matter of fact, let's stop harping on Tomoko for a little bit and harp on the other characters instead, shall we? Good. Yu-chan, a character that is Tomoko's best and only friend, she is by no means a bad character, just a boring one. She's pretty much a generic character that actually cares for Tomoko. I mean, she does talk to Tomoko every now and then, but there's just something he's gotta wonder how she tolerates with her. Like in one episode, Tomoko literally asked Yu-chan if she was ever groped. Yeah, that's a thing that happens. The other character that's slightly appearing more than you, Chris-chan, is Tomoko's brother, Tomoki. I see what you did there, original manga creator. Tomoki is, as stated before, Tomoko's brother, who seems to have much more tolerance for Tomoko's antics than I do. The biggest flaw with him is that he makes the same face all the frickin' time, which is the same face I make when watching Clannad. In fact, judging by the heavy bags under his eyes or whatever you call those things, he must suffer from some anxiety as well. Only it doesn't affect him to make stupid decisions like, I don't know, not noticing that you still have ants on you. Watamote is actually a show where you're constantly thinking, I want to reroll my character, wonder didn't get Snake Eyes and personality. It has a good idea for a character, but it's more poorly executed than the time a king tried to assassinate his mother using a Rube Goldberg machine. It has a character that I don't like nor care about, and we spend every episode watching her embarrass herself. So like the cynic I am, I did the most daring thing I ever did. I stopped. I couldn't watch it. I stopped halfway. Halfway seemed like a decent distance, so I stopped. I don't care if it got better afterwards, I just couldn't take it. I had to stop. It was that or be thrown into an insane asylum because I had a bunch of anger issues over a Japanese cartoon. And now I think the voices are getting to me. They're circling me, circling me, circling me, circling me, circling me! Now where was I? Oh yeah. I am beginning to wonder if the show's intended audience was a bunch of people who take joy in seeing other people humiliate themselves. Because it's not like there are other alternatives out there. I mean, I can't find any enjoyment in the show of Tomoko karate chop to the neck's misadventures in her social life that she does not have. That is why I stopped, and I didn't care if anything changed at the last episode. Speaking of which, I don't want to spoil anything here, but after dropping the series for my own safety, I talked to a friend about it. He told me, not in these exact words, but that the final episode was as anticlimactic as waiting for Roadkill to tell a joke. So in conclusion, the show is like a long hike to Red Elm in South Dakota. A whole lot of effort and tolerance to end up nowhere.
She's gonna break soon, gonna break soon, gonna break soon. She's gonna break soon, gonna break soon, gonna break soon. With so many problems in her life, it just comes as no surprise. She's gonna break soon, she's gonna break.